Hey everyone, good evening and welcome to Open Mic, the March edition, where everything is going haywire everywhere.
Well, that is the energy right now.
Lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, new moon, all of it all together. It's like
Oh, yeah,
everything is happening all at once. We'll talk
indeed.
about them in a sec. I'm your host, Ramzi Cheety. I'm a psychic medium, and my co-host, Tanis Coughlin. Tanis, the mic is yours.
Hello. I'm Tanis Coughlin from the Twillo Lifestyle Community, Twillo Lifestyle Academy. What do I do, Ramsey? I'm like an energy healer and a crystal healer, and I do, oracle
Energy
stuff.
manipulation.
I'm which?
Energy manipulation.
Yeah. Not in the negative way, but.
No.
And then Celtic Shamanic High Priestess and a medium and a channel. So, yeah. So, hi, everyone. How's it going out there? If you're on, please say hi.
Yeah, we have
Hi,
our
Kaylee.
hi, and you have to leave at 7:30, but
Okay.
no worries.
Thank you for joining us.
Exactly. Thank you for joining us. So, the solar eclipse in Libra is happening now.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
don't know.
happening right now.
It's not like immediately, but it's happening.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
And with that, there is a lot of changes that could happen. I wrote a few things. It brings, actually, it pushes you to change things within you and
Mhm.
move forward on certain things. There's also the lunar eclipse that's coming on the 25th, and that there's a lot of emotional cleansing and deep dive into silly stuff that we have. And
What kind of silly stuff are we talking here, Ramsey?
stuff that we hold on to that we don't want to let go because our life depends on it. But actually, our life doesn't depend on anything, and that's the beauty of it.
Yay.
But a lot of changes that are happening, and there are a lot of opportunities that are popping up this month. So be ready, everyone. There's a major shift in the energies on the planet, so be ready for it. We got a couple of people that said hi from Facebook. I guess they're from my end of the woods because it never picks up the name of the person. So, hi everyone, Estella, Shem, Claudia, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
And so, what do you have on all these changes in terms of moon rising, setting, and all of these things?
Oh, well,
I
I
see.
don't know. I'm not like an astrology girl or
I
anything,
know.
but we do have a new moon, though, coming up, right? We have a new moon on Sunday.
Yes,
And so that'll be good. That's all about deciding what to bring into our lives. So think about what it is that you want to manifest in your life and then write it down and put it on your altar or in a safe place and focus on that as an intention for the next month. And it would be 5 a.m. in the morning on Sunday. Okay, you don't have to get up at 5 a.m. It's okay. You can do it anytime on Sunday. Yeah. I'm not doing it at 5 a.m. I don't think it's any secret. I'm not a morning person.
And by the way, but before we got on, I don't know why I was inspired to listen to ABBA. I Have a Dream. I Believe in Angels.
Oh, I love that one.
I love it, and it's so perfect for today's show. So I copied the link and put it on the Awaken to Your True Self. So guys, you can listen to it. I think it's just perfect. And we need to move on. We need to believe in our dreams. We need to cross that stream. We're there.
We do.
One of my favorite songs. Yes, mine too.
Yep.
I forgot about it.
I like ABBA. I really like ABBA.
Yeah. So you were saying with the new moon, you have to put intention out there, and that actually start helping in manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk in my case. There were things that were happening. Doors closing. Things are opening. Chaos in me because I'm not. I haven't focused on where to go yet. And I'm sure because I'm still trying to figure out where I stand before
Mhm.
I figure out where to go. It's just like a GPS. You have to figure out where you are and
Mhm.
then set a destination. You can
With
set
some contemplation, with some contemplation
yes,
in
with
between.
a lot of contemplation.
First day with my new mouth.
So so things are changing, and if you're in tune or attuned to the energies around, then you can feel it. You
Mhm.
can feel the you can feel the shift happening. Okay, you can feel the shift happening. Now you have two choices: either stay where you are, close your front door, barricade the house,
Hermit.
close the windows and the
Yeah.
shades, everything, and
Hermit.
pretend nothing is happening, and live in a very secure state, or just ride the wave, because
And that means be in flow.
be in flow. Yes, be in flow. Now, I don't know if anybody watched this series. It's called what is it? Shameless.
Shameless. On
Sex, drugs, and
Netflix?
alcohol.
Ah,
That's the whole series. The father was a father of the year that left his kids. He's always high. He's always drunk. He's always on the street. It is. It's sad at a certain point, but it finished after 12 seasons or 11 seasons.
oh my goodness.
The father dies because he never dies. That sounds perfect for the first one. Says my inner introvert. Oh, sorry. I got distracted. So, anyways, he tried to kill himself with overdose because he was getting into dementia, and he doesn't die. He gets up and he loses his way, and he finds himself at the end. Somebody takes him to the hospital, the emergency, and he dies over there. But while his soul is leaving, he's remembering all the good things that happened and all of that, and he goes, I don't think anybody on their deathbed thinks that, oh, I should have worked more. I should have done more. But the only thing I can tell you, he's dying. His soul is rising. It's a nice picture that they put it with a drink in his hand. You know, he wasn't going
Nice.
out getting drunk with a big beer in his hand, and he was drinking. He goes, the one thing that you would say at your deathbed is that I did not celebrate enough. I did not party enough. I did not enjoy something. So, the beauty of a challenge is the reward after. Well,
Yeah.
you accomplish something, or if you don't accomplish something and you failed by certain standard, you have built a platform to rise from.
Yeah.
That's what
And
you
what
need.
is
Not
fail?
fail.
First attempt in learning, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So jump on these opportunities. This month is amazing in terms of energies and stuff, and all the movements that are happening. Set an intention and just go for it.
At
Go
five
for it.
o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
Pardon? Yeah,
Set the intention at 5 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
not 5 o'clock.
On
Doesn't
Sunday.
time doesn't exist to it at 5 in the afternoon the day before. It all works.
Yeah. Within 24 hours or so. That's good. Yeah.
You don't have to get up so early in the morning.
No.
Yeah.
Because we can bend time anyway, right? With intention, just the same.
Yes.
So
And your intuition this month will be heightened also with all the changes.
yeah.
So keep an eye, like be in tune with the universe around you. Um, uh,
Yes, it
yes,
does.
and time changes this Saturday. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things happening. A
Yeah.
lot of things happening. So yesterday I was going to a coffee shop, and I said, okay, I need to find a seat because I really want to work. And if it's too busy, I'm not just gonna let me just continue going home, you know. And I just brought all my attention inwards, and I looked with my eyes closed at the place. I know the place. I've been there a couple of times, so I know where the chairs are.
Mhm.
So I started looking. Okay, this is occupied. This is occupied. This is occupied. Oh, this one is open. The middle, there are 3 more seats available. Like, okay, I'm fine. And I walk in, and I walk in directly to the one that I wanted, the available one that has a plug right next to it because I need it for my computer. So this intuition is available if we just quiet a bit, like pull our energies inward and just focus it on what we want to do.
So I just want to ask you something about that then.
Go ahead.
Were you on the outside
Of the store?
your physical body? Where was your physical body?
Oh yeah, I was outside of my physical body. I went to see the store.
So look at you doing all this remote viewing. That's the term, folks, is remote viewing, right? He sent his stuff in to go in, his energy in to go to go and check it out first. Yes.
It is called remote viewing, true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's just it's a normal thing because we do it regularly. So it's a no-turn.
It's okay if you don't do it regularly. Ramzi does it regularly. Not everybody does it regularly, and that's okay.
By the way, if you're looking for parking, before you leave your house, check the street and make sure you reserve a parking spot for yourself, because that's the easiest one.
You could also ask the parking angels to come and clear a spot for you if necessary. I have done that as well. I usually call ahead. Please, parking angels, please give me a spot that's easy to go into, that's right close. Thank you. It works. I can't even tell you how many times, all the time. It works. You just got to ask.
Going to a restaurant and I look on the street, I go, okay, that's the perfect spot. And it's empty, so I'm going to go there. But of course, Ramzi decides to be a squirrel, and he sees a shiny object on the side, and he's not. And like not even 100 meters away from the parking spot, I see another parking spot. I say, I'll park over here, although it was tight.
Right.
So I moved back and forth, back and forth. I go, oh, it's really tight. Like, what am I doing? I should have my own. And I get to the stop sign, and another car came in and took my spot. I go, see, Ramzi, just
follow your intuition. Just do it.
Trust. That's the whole moral of the story. Trust.
I want to comment on something that you said earlier, actually. Celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate everything. Especially International Women's Day today.
Yes.
So happy International Women's Day, everyone.
Happy International Women's Day.
Yes.
That's a good thing, which I forgot about, but I saw something on social media, and I forgot to post it on my website, on my Facebook.
Yes.
That should be celebrated on a daily basis, not only waiting for the.
I agree.
What do you call it? Thank you, Claudia. Yeah. Not only for this day in the year, that should be celebrated on a daily basis. I
agree. We should celebrate men and women on a daily basis. I think that we should celebrate regularly.
Yeah.
Right? We have successes every day. Let's celebrate them.
Even if they're small.
So what does it mean here? Let's put a question out to everybody. What do you do to celebrate? What do you do if you have like what you consider a win? What do you do to celebrate that win? What about you, Ramzi?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Last week I went with 3 friends, 2 to their houses, 1 outside, to celebrate. It wasn't really a win, but it was something.
A change. You had a change in your life.
Yes.
It was to celebrate the change, because change can be really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I did. I went out with one friend. I went to other people's homes and Actually, I brought the chicken with me just to celebrate. I don't care if you're on Lent, but you're gonna celebrate no matter what.
Oh, that's great.
Here,
Yeah.
that's Claudia. I pause and I say, "Yay!" They are called the yays in my days. Oh my God, this is awesome.
I love that. The yays in my days. Or yay
This
days.
yay days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
Fogo Pogo. So Kaylee says, treat myself like I bought a cake when I made a huge breakthrough in my spiritual emotional journey. Lit a candle and everything. Perfect. That's awesome.
or you can open up a bottle of wine and just enjoy it,
You could.
or green tea.
Or a
Whatever.
nice green tea. Whatever suits your fancy.
Yes.
Or if it's chocolate, break open the box of chocolate. Even if you only have one, savor it. Celebrating. Or get together with friends and do other stuff.
As long as you acknowledge the event that took place, it doesn't matter how you do it. A yay day is beautiful, and
Mhm.
going out and getting hammered. No, hammered is not good. Going out and enjoying your friends over a drink and stuff like that. That's also okay.
Yeah.
But the acknowledgement and the gratitude that that thing happened is the greatest celebration ever.
So it's really, the celebration is really about allowing yourself to feel the good feels
Yes.
that go along with it, right? Celebration is different for everybody, but it's allowing ourselves to feel the feels.
Yeah. And gratitude is a key in your celebration.
Mhm.
It's a key. It's a key in
It
life
is.
in general, in life in
Mhm.
general. So yeah, so this is what's been happening. This is what's gonna come up. How are you doing with your intuitions? Like I'm gonna open it up for the for the viewers. If you want to have, if you have a question, if you feel you want to share something, intuition is not about finding the parking or finding a chair at a Starbucks or whatever it is. Intuition is one, being in the moment, and two, trusting that moment. And of course, we all have this and the flip over, and that kind of takes you away from the present moment
Mhm.
a lot. Hey, Betsy.
So if you find it, why do you find it hard to trust your intuition?
Yeah.
I know it can be hard because we're so in the physical world, and it's much more in that sort of spiritual realm. So we think, oh, well, we don't have any proof per se. But what makes you trust your brain over your intuition? You've been told not to. Okay.
Yeah. This is, what is it called? The programming that we went through, the older generation, um,
Yeah.
brought us to where we are today, but that doesn't stop us from breaking that habit. Okay. Trusting your intuition is trusting yourself.
Mhm.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Because yourself is telling you this is going to happen. Go for it. And then you're saying, no, 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 I don't trust myself. Just be quiet, Ramsey. You're talking too much. Shut it off. Shut it off.
The
Yes.
brain seems louder. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've been told to repress. Many of
Absolutely.
us were, right?
Yes. Be
Mhm.
quiet. Just be quiet. And now we have to turn the repress into express and allow it to flow.
Yeah.
That's an important thing. That's very
Turn
important.
repress into express.
Yes.
We've got some cool words coming out tonight, Or phrases. Turn, repress. You can hear my pencil writing, right?
Into express.
Into express.
I've been having,
and the other one is yay days.
Yay day is awesome.
I have to write it down because, I want to remember these things.
Yes. I've been having the same tingling at the back of my head on the top of the right side for the last 2 days. I feel like it's likely a guide, but haven't set aside any time to be quiet and listen. It could be anything. Dandruff. I don't know.
It's a guide. It's a guide standing there.
It's our night. We're supposed to be fun and. No, seriously. Let's be serious. It could be anything. It could be a guide. It could be a spirit that is with you, an ancestor, or well, at the end of the day, they're all guides, so you can take them as a guide. Yes, just give yourself time, and we've had such a wonderful weather, so walking outside can help connect with your guides.
Mm-hmm. We gain energy from nature, so getting outside is good.
Oh, Claudia, I struggle at this time. My intuition whispers, but is solid and consistent, and my mind is so loud these days. Working on quieting it. Yeah. That's everybody's problem. And that comes.
We all struggle with that, yeah.
From there's a trigger that's holding you back. That is playing. What do you call it? A broken record of some kind, keeping you in a loop. What I did, which took me a while because I was stuck in a very, very dark loop long time ago, is mantras.
Yeah.
Repeating a mantra every time the loop starts going on, repeating that mantra to a point where it stopped playing. And the intervals between the two loops became wider, whereby I was able to start to feel in between two, how do you call it? Two highways, because that's what they are. They're highways of emotions and thoughts that are going through. So that helped me actually a lot. A mantra to break the broken record.
Yeah, that's very helpful. And staying in the present moment.
It has a megaphone. I love that.
Yep. The gap. You entered the gap. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Betsy.
Let's see. Now that I'm more connected with my spirit guides and that I'm putting boundaries, lots of women have left my side. I'm sad about it, but I know it's for my greater good. My intuition is telling me to make space for new connections.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So what happens if we switch vibrational frequencies and the other people around us don't? Then there's like this gap. So it feels uncomfortable. Not the same kind of gap that you're talking about, Claudia, but there's a gap in frequency. And so like attracts like. So when they're not like, you can still maintain the friendships if that's what's meant to be, but it's more difficult. It feels more uncomfortable is what it is. And yes, it's usually that there's new people coming in, if that's the case.
Yeah. Again, you're in tune on a certain level of frequency where they're not. You're FM 97.5 and they're at 92. You can't hear each other anymore. And right. And it's okay to make way for new people to come in. We always kind of make space for new energy to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they were there for our higher good, we would have connected on the same wavelength.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you're not alone, Betsy.
I'm feeling that.
Kaylee too. Fogo.
One hit me especially hard today.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. There are more beautiful friendships that are more of a frequency match for you, and they're coming. Both of you. You're going to be okay. It's just transition period.
Exactly. And when we're doing the work, when we're working on ourselves, what used to excite us yesterday doesn't do anything today. Hey, love you too.
Love you too.
You're
It's going to be
welcome.
good.
It is hard, but here's the thing. You're working on yourself. You're advancing yourself forward
Yeah.
on every level: emotional, physical, psychological, spiritual. You're just growing. You were a seedling with another seedling, and all of a sudden you saw the sun and you just sprouted. But the other one stayed over here.
Mhm.
And that's okay because that other seedling will need more time for it to grow. And its time will come. But at the moment, you just moved or shifted into a different vibrational frequency whereby your tribe is now a new tribe.
Yep. Yep.
And there are new lessons to learn, which is awesome.
Always. Always new stuff to learn.
Lesson never ends.
Always. That's why we're here. We're here on Earth to learn.
Cheers. By the way, it's tea.
Cheers. It's water.
So, with all these changes, anybody else feeling differently or cheers?
Cheers. Well, Fogo Pogo, Kaylee says, I feel the same can happen in all parts of our lives, even jobs.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
especially jobs.
Yeah.
Because again, it's a tribe that has a specific frequency that you don't resonate with anymore, and it's time to move on. And that's it. It's very simple. But what happens is that as humans, we get attached. We get attached to the routine of doing the same thing every day, waking up early in the morning, whatever time you wake up, you go do what you do, you come back at night, you do what you do, and that's your week.
We
And
do get attached to the routine.
And breaking a habit is kind of hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And we get very attached to people. So that's the friendship thing, right? It's the same kind of thing. We're attached to people. So Claudia's joined us on YouTube. Perfect.
Welcome you to YouTube.
Welcome to YouTube.
So, yes. What else we have for tonight?
That is a good question. We could do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to talk about? What's coming up for you guys? It's always this dead air when we do this, right? We put a question out and then we're like,
I think I should
because there's a delay.
Yeah. Anyways,
so you get to just look at us for your response.
With all the changes that are taking place, I can make an announcement. What do you call it? I'm going to be launching an open mic UK edition with Susie from Ireland, my partner with the Spirit Cafe. She was on our show last week. Not last week, 2 weeks before.
2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's going to start in April, most probably. I thought I'll do it in March, but just putting the whole structure together is still not clear in my head. So I'm waiting for this new moon, old moon, and all kinds of eclipses to finish, so that I know where to go with it. So that's happening. So just to talk about my work. Okay, sorry. I have to go
Awesome.
and everything with it. Okay.
So go check out Kaylee on
With Heather.
Indigo Jaguar Heather. Indigo Jaguar Tarot, I think, is what it is.
And we're doing the Spirit Cafe, which started last month. The second one is on the 23rd. And that's a 10-month program that we're doing. We're adding, hey, you're welcome. And we're adding, what do you call it, more programs, which is meeting your Spirit Aspire, which is going to be on also on the Twilio Academy. And there's going to be, what do you call it, healing art. I can't remember what it's called exactly, that term. I don't have it written down, which we talked about last episode with Kathy. Kathy is going to be putting that also. So there's a lot of programs that are going to be sprouting out out of thin air, because they weren't in the plan whatsoever. Like, we didn't even think about them to offer to people, but they just started coming up. And we're looking to see if we can teach at the what's his name? R of New York. Jung? No. Casey. Edgar Casey, R New York. I can't remember what it is. So anyways, looking into that also. So there's an expansion to reach as many people as possible. From the UK to over here in North America. So a lot of things are happening. Not sure where I'm going to end up, but excited to do all these things all at once. And I think the energy this month is going to help me solidify plans for all of that. And I invite all of you, I don't know how many you are on here, but I invite all of you to not move, but to jump into something that you like.
Yeah.
Even as a side hustle. It's not a hustle, but I like the term. It's a side hustle. It's something that you
It's
do.
a key term.
Pardon?
It's just one of those key terms, you know, those
Yes,
flash terms that's out there.
It's just, it's nice to do something that you like.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't pay out. Because it's not the money that we're looking for. We've been doing this for 3 years. It didn't pay a penny, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, it brings awareness to a lot of people, and that's what we're looking for, and that's all I care about. And now we're bringing it into Europe, hopefully, and we'll be able to do it at their time rather than having to record certain. Because we had one guy that we had to record it with Ismail, the hypnotherapist. That was a month ago, I think. So that happened, and by the way, tomorrow we're doing a special show, which is for a community builder in Montreal. His name is Shane, and I tried to push him to the next show, but he goes, "Oh no, I have so many things that I would like to talk about that are happening in the month of March and early April." So I said, "Okay, fine. I'll do a special event tomorrow at 3:00." But unfortunately, my co-host won't be with me, so it's going to be boring. But but we'll deal with that.
It's at 3? I thought it was 2.
Was it 2 or 3? I can't remember. I put it somewhere on Facebook. It's already there.
Because I'm teaching till 3.
Hold on. Where would I find it?
Well, maybe we should take care of this offline instead of boring all these people watching us with our scheduling tactics.
I would like them to attend.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, I would like them to attend if it at a right time.
That would be good.
I can't find it. Anyways,
It would be in StreamYard, right? I can check it.
yeah. So
Yes, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. tomorrow.
3 p.m.
Yeah. So you might actually be able to
Oh, that would be awesome.
have company.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2.
So yeah, so do attend that because there are a lot of events that are happening in Montreal. If you're in Montreal, you can attend them, or I don't know if they have certain things recorded, but it'll be fun. Uh, hey, Rachel,
How's it going, Rachel?
you're not late. You're always on time.
Everything happens in the perfect timing. We are perfectly
Yes.
imperfect.
So this is what's happening. This is what's been happening. I am embracing the changes, and I invite everyone to be on a bandwagon and move forward with their
With what brings them joy.
exactly.
With what feeds your soul. Yeah.
Yes.
Step into your dreams.
That's a good one. Step into your dreams. Step into your dreams.
Oh.
We're okay. I don't know about your dog.
Well, we're sending Ollie love. I suppose we could share that so people know what we're
Sure.
referring to. Ollie is her puppy. Very cute. Ollie's very cute, even if he does eat gum.
Yeah, I'm in Montreal. Yes, you're in Montreal. So check it out. There's a lot of things happening, and actually tonight there's the cacao ceremony. I don't know what that is, but I've never attended one, so I can't speak about it. Oh, and the next event that we're having in 2 weeks' time, the next episode, we have a medicine woman. I think she's from Guatemala. She'll be on the show, and that's going to be interesting. Do not miss that one.
Yes, that will be fun.
That will be fun. Okay. So
Well, it's out of his system, so that's a good thing.
yes. Intuition, mediumship, and
So I actually plan to have the channeling class again, starting the end of this month. It's going to be on Wednesday nights, and it is starting on the 27th. Yes, 27th of March. It's for 9 weeks, and we're going to go in and learn how to channel. There's 2 kinds of channeling. It's not just full trance like what you see some of the channelers on YouTube and stuff. Channeling can be any kind of messages coming in. So it's how to tap into that. And we're going to go and visit 12 physical dimensions. So we're going to go and visit them in their dimension through guided meditations and techniques and stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
It usually is fun when you go on these meditation journeys.
And we learn so much about ourselves on those, right? Because we learn who our guides are. We learn, what we're meant to be doing often. We learn what kind of councils we might be on in the astral. We learn, all sorts of stuff about ourselves on these journeys. So, it's a lot of fun if you're interested. It's a great class.
And by the way, these journeys are not about supernatural. It's not about talking to spirits. It's not about getting out of your body, remote viewing or whatever it is.
Like Ramzi does to the coffee shops, just saying.
Or the coffee shop, yeah. It's all about healing. It's a healing journey. Because every time we do one thing, I was going to say we find a missing piece from us and we glue it in. It's like a puzzle. Seriously, I've been like last year we did I think 7 mediumship classes plus 1 this year, and I've done mediumship circles for the past 3 years, and every time, no fail, somebody gets healed unintentionally.
Well, for me, like the healing journey is all about self-discovery.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. So the more we can discover about ourselves and how we act and react, and what have we done before that we might want to change, and what kind of things are in our ancestral line that we might want to change in this generation going forward, all of those kinds of things, past life stuff. It's all about learning about yourself and where your soul has been and where we want it to go. Oh, good. Excellent. I'm so glad. Thank you.
Beautiful. I love to hear these things.
Yes, me too. I think that's why we do what we do, is
Yes.
because we like to make that kind of a difference. So thank you for that feedback. It's awesome.
And what was I going to say? I can tell. Well, no.
He's keeping something.
No. She is. I love that.
I try. You're actually doing your own healing. I just facilitate.
So I just want to talk about mediumship a bit, because
Yes.
we kind of, this is a voice of spirituality and mediumship, so we have to keep a small segment for mediumship.
So I have a little story if you'd like one.
Go ahead.
So we've had a sad event here in the last 24 hours. And the really rewarding part is being able to cross people over. That's part of what I do for my mediumship, is help them to say what they need to say so they can cross over. And I have to say that's very rewarding. I had a hand in that today. And so that is and also the other thing that we do is send energy to the situation, right? So when we can send love and light to a situation where it feels very dark and very heavy, that's how we know we can make a difference. No matter what happens around it, sending out love to that situation, you can make a difference, because energy it gets where it needs to be, wherever it's needed. So, yeah. So I guess it's kind of related to what you were going to say, but kind of not. I had the opportunity to help out with that situation today in the astral, not in the physical. I was in my backyard, but but that's what happens when we're mediums, right? We end up working on things that are, and it's not the physical aspect of it. So people, I'm not involved in that at all, like, but which I'm happy for. But in the astral, it's very rewarding to be able to cross people over that have been, that are sticking around when they don't need to. So,
a lot to discover.
Absolutely.
It never ends.
Hey, isn't that tagline for Ontario?
So, I don't know.
There's a tagline that's something so much to discover or something.
We're open for business. Something discover. Yes.
I got to look that up now. Let's see. Why don't you talk about mediumship? I'll look that up.
Yeah.
I think it's yours to discover.
Yours to discover. Yeah. Almost the same story. We were in a class or a circle last week, and 2 weeks ago, and before we got in, and this lady came over and passed on a message to me, and I said, okay, I don't know if as anybody, were 10 people on the call, I said, I don't know if it's for anyone, but this. So I described the lady, the house, and everything, and it turned out to be a great aunt of one of the ladies. And the message was passed, and that lady was actually was named after her great aunt, and it was on her mind for the past week or so, and I guess yours to discover. Yeah.
Sorry.
So it was on her mind for a week or so, and it was just kind of like why am I thinking about her and this and that? And then this message came, and she was in heaven. She was in heaven. Like, she needed that. She needed it to just uh, reconnect with that great aunt of hers, and because she would feel the connection, but she's not sure what is happening. So that's why I was saying is that with mediumship, there's a healing part of it.
Absolutely.
Healing part is the mediumship. It's not
Yeah.
talking to spirit. It's not seeing. Like,
It's nice to be able to see and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's more about being able to bring the messages through for people.
absolutely. Like,
I think that's why we do it, right?
a lot of people come in and take those what do you call it, discovery sessions with me, and I could say around 80%, I get a spirit that comes and passes on the message before the call.
Yeah.
And
Well, they know.
Pardon?
They know that they're coming on. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just the radio station. Here it is, and pass it on, and it's always awesome. I can tell you, same thing happened to me uh, with my grandmother, where she was pushing me to do something so that it helps with the healing, my healing, with my grievance. So I needed to grieve her, and she pushed for that. She pushed for that. Uh, oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. So
She's been privy to
yes.
what you do. Yes.
So mediumship is a very, very interesting. I don't want to say an alley, but it's not okay. What I just I'm all over the place. I guess it's the energies. Let me just blame it on the energies.
Just ground that energy there. Ground the energy. I've had trouble grounding this week as well. That's one thing that I have noticed. I'm having to really work with my root chakra to keep myself grounded. Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? Mediumship is not a gift. This is what I was gonna say. It's not a gift. So for all those, well, including myself, who used to think it's either you have this gift or you don't. It's not a gift.
No, anybody can do it.
Everybody, like everybody. All you have to do is just focus, quiet the mind, get yourself into a certain state, and then everything resonates.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get the vibration up a little bit. But once you get there,
That's it.
you're there.
And for those who feel they'll be too busy, oh my God, if I open up this channel, it's never going to end.
Mm-mm.
Just like a radio station.
You can
Change the dial, move it. Just move it from 97 to 96, and that's it. You're done. And it's over. And not only that, you can tell them, move away. It's not time.
That's right.
Like, there are times where it's very important to pass the message, and I can feel it. And it doesn't happen to me a lot, but they pushed me to a point. I was walking downtown Montreal. It's like, okay, there's a lot of people around. It's like, really, right now, it's like I can feel it. I can feel it. Like, I want to pass this. So I took a deep breath, took the message, WhatsApped it to a person, and the person started crying on the other side of the world because he was in, I can't remember which part of Asia he was in. And oh my God, I was dreaming about my grandmother, and I wake up to your text message passing me this message. So there's certain time where you can allow it, but other times you're just like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's my day off. I'm shutting off my phone. Don't call me.
Most of the time you can put them off because there is no time and space where they are. So
Yeah.
but sometimes you put them off and they don't realize that for us, it's only a moment that's passed and they're asking again. And you're like, okay, just a minute. So Yes, that can
It used to
happen.
be true, but over time it's scary to me when it happens often in my dreams. It's exact unexpected. Dreams and waking state are almost the same. It's just your eyes are closed, your body is asleep. But
It's a
you're right.
frequency change. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the question for you, Rachel. What is it that's scary about it? There's a pause again. So a lot of people say they're scared about it, right? And I think Ramzi.
We're psychics.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I have to come clean. Your name is on Facebook on my other screen. Yes, we're psychics, but I read it. Sorry.
But here's the thing. One time
Nothing mystical.
I was with there was a kid friend of my daughter. They were all together, and he goes, "Oh, you do NLP?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Could you help me out?" I said, "Yes." What's wrong? He goes, "He's terrified of a crucifix, but terrified."
Oh dear.
So he couldn't figure it out. Like, anyways, I worked with him, a bit of hypnosis. It turns out he's afraid of ghosts. And
Oh.
there's a dead man right next to his bed. So there's a ghost in the room. And once he understood, and I made him see what it is, it's just a symbol. It's not a ghost. It was like, oh, okay, I'm fine with that. It was a small little thing.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all it is just a slight, let's just look at it from this perspective, this particular thing, right?
Yeah.
And so why are you afraid of your own power? You know, we're doing the 5 whys, right?
Where is it? What does it say? You're lifting my spirit. Oh, was scary because afraid of my own. Okay.
So why are you afraid of your own power?
Yeah.
And when I read your next message, I would say, yes, you did help him pass. Mm-hmm. Yes, you have.
Yeah.
So there's no need to be afraid of it. Think about them as people. That's what they were. That's what they are, right? It's just like going to the mall. I always talk about ghosts and stuff, right? We don't know everybody at the mall. That we don't know all the ghosts that might be around, but doesn't mean they're bad. Most of them are not. Most of them are just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Or they're like, I really want to tell them this particular thing. So, yeah. He needed you there for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? He needed you there because he knew that you were in touch with the other side. And had your grandmother passed already at that point? Well, I think that's often the case for many of us, right? We always have to be reminding ourselves to do that self-care thing because we're always really good at helping other people.
Yeah.
So she's alive. Okay. So it was his mom then, because there was an older woman waiting for him.
Died in 2019. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there was an older woman waiting for your grandfather. So I think that, yeah, that's what I think too, that it could be his mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was probably there too. Yeah. Often that's the case when they cross over. A lot of their, relatives are waiting around for them. Oh, that happens a lot. She's saying it was very unusual. He was in and out of the realms. That happens a lot. In fact, my theory is with Alzheimer's and dementia, that's what's happening, is they're in and out of this dimension. And so they're not in touch with this reality. They're more in the other dimensions. So they get very confused when they're here because they don't know what's real. And so, when people are in that death state, it's the same kind of thing. They're kind of not all in the body anymore. They're kind of in that active dying stage. And so they're between this one and the next. Yep.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And imagine the healing that it brought you.
Beautiful. This is the other way that she heals. She has a beautiful voice. And so she grounds it in through music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, one of the main things also is to ground yourself. Always, always, always. So in the last session that we had with the Spirit Cafe, one lady took on a lot of emotions that were in the air. She didn't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
So the first thing you do is just ground yourself and allow them to flow down into the earth, to the heart core, to the center core of the earth, and gets transmuted. And then you bring the energy back into through your crown chakra all the way up to the universe. That helps a lot. Otherwise, it stays within you, and you wouldn't know what to do with it. Well, you can't do anything with it. Just
well, you could sit with it, but that's where you get feeling like anxious and uncomfortable. So
the way I was explaining it is either you are a vessel to hold it, or you're a funnel to get the nuggets out of it and flow the rest out. You know, it's like you're pulling gold. You know, they put them in the sieve yeah. But the water flows and dirt flows, and you're left with little nuggets. And this is what you're looking for.
Find the nuggets, folks.
Yeah,
that's the healing journey. Let's find our inner nuggets.
100%. 100%.
That's it.
So we're coming to an hour. If anybody has anything else before we call it a night. Crickets. I should have put my cricket thingy. All right.
So I'll share with you, your dad's been standing over your shoulder for a lot of it.
Who? Me?
Mm-hmm.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was thinking about him. Yep. I was just thinking about him. Okay, he's here.
Yeah, he's there. He's been there since about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to tell you right in the middle of the show, because that would have been,
yes.
You never know what kind of reaction we'll have. The new moon. What would you like to know about the new moon? So it's this Sunday, and it's at 5 a.m., which we said, we don't need to get up at 5 a.m. It's any time that day. And it's a great time to bring in new things. So setting your intentions, manifesting, or just your intentions of what you want to create for yourself in your world, starting on Sunday for a month. So we bring in the new moon and we release for the full moon. So, yeah. So it's fun. So it's time for ceremony. Let's do ceremony.
We should.
Mm-hmm.
Not at 5 a.m. But
no, I don't think either of us are going to be up at 5 a.m. Just saying.
One last time, tomorrow, 3 p.m., we have an open mic again. It's with the community builder in Montreal. His name is Shane. Please join me. And Tanis, it seems that you might be able to come in, so it's not that boring.
Well, I do tend to keep you on your toes, Ramzi.
Yes.
Of course, it's my pleasure, Rachel.
That's Estella.
Oh, it's Estella.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My pleasure, Stella.
Oh, that's awesome. Curiosity is opening up. That's the whole key to excitement.
It is.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. So that comes to the end of our show. Don't forget tomorrow, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, we have another show. And 2 weeks from now, there's one with the medicine woman. I'll keep that till later. So it's going to be interesting March.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us, and I wish you an awesome evening. All right.
Lots of love, you guys.
Take care. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.